You're pretty when I'm drunk.
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 And I'm pretty fucking drunk.
It's Sunday. And it's a shit Sunday. Matter of fact, it's such a shit Sunday I don't even want to get into it. But I'm really hoping that Autumn Maple from the Bruery is the great equalizer for today's shitism. This is a Belgian style brown ale, brewed with yams, molasses, maple syrup, and spices. Not sure about the yam part, but this has come up. I think one of the ones from New York Prepper is yam based. You don't need pumpkins in your beer. Big, bold, spicy, and oh so yummy. Our delicious brown ale is perfect for those cold autumn nights. Orange County, California. What do they know about cold autumn nights? 10% by volume. I know from watching Jameson's reviews that this is at least a force to be reckoned with as far as quality goes. He didn't seem too keen on the last one that he had, and yeah, I believe my last one, yeah, I'm saving the bottle. The Madagra Obscura. I honestly, if you ask me, a lot of you guys that have been following me for a while know that some of the sour beers I haven't been a fan of, but then again, I've had sour beers and not quality sour beers. I think this would have been a 9.5 or a 10 on my scale if it had proper carbonation. And Jameson said that he could tell that something was wrong. You know? And bottled condition, yes, I know what it means. Most of your beers that don't say bottle condition anyway are carbonated via CO2. After the fact, they're charged. Something like this, bottle condition, means that there's no outside influence. The carbonation is a product of the yeast and the sugars reacting. So either this is one that needed to sit a lot longer than it has, or there's just something wrong with the batch. And I normally am not the kind of person that ever usually complains. So for today, Heffy, you know what I'm talking about. Today is not a day to fucking get under my skin because normally mannered. But today, Superman is pissed off. So I'm not even sure. I'm thinking about even talking to the manager over at the liquor store and just saying, you know, if someone else, I mean, maybe you've never had this style before, and maybe you've never had anything that was bottle conditioned or from this, and you're gonna take this as like, oh man, their beers all suck, but it might be a bad batch. So, and another thing, you know, it wasn't like it was a $5 bottle of beer or even a $10 bottle of beer. You just kind of expect a little bit more from it. And once again, it's probably just my precious Vikings. Sorry. You know what? I'll just edit this out or something. That's my neighbor is in need of something, and normally I'd blow him off, and it's not some kind of a sexual thing, so I guess I won't edit it out. I'll just apologize. Sorry that you had to go through that. But the other one actually was an update on my precious Vikings, and they are losing. There's a shocker. Playing the Seahawks. Okay. I am definitely going to open this with the 50 cal, and the cap looks something like that. And I did let this stand out for a little while. Probably not really overly necessary on this one, but oh yeah, I'm not gonna go all this. Not trying to fit the whole damn bottle in this. Unfiltered. Unfiltered and bottle conditioned, and you could see right there the difference. If I would have poured right down the center of this, we'd be watching it fizzle all over the place. So that's what we should have seen out of the other one. Unfiltered, so it is not crystal clear. It does have a nice autumn color to it. Even though I backed off on the pour, still got, oh here. Let's just top it off. So, plenty of liveliness to this one. Right off the bat, you get the spices. Kind of a sweet. It almost has a. It's probably the yams, you know, a subtle pumpkin to it. But since I'm not planning on sniffing it, cheers. Let's do this. Did I mention it was 10%? Wow, that is good. Yeah, the spices. You know, if I didn't read yams on there, I'd probably be like trying to figure out what the hell that is, but it has like a sugary sweetness, but you can pick the yams out of there. Yeah, I guess that sugary sweetness would be the molasses. You can pick up that heavier than just like sugar, and of course, as you stop drinking it, which right now is not something I want to do, the finish on it is very smooth, and I do like this level of carbonation. This definitely. If all you knew about bottle condition was this guy right here versus this, I honestly would really like another go at this if it was something like this, because that's what lost that all for me, was just that flat, like it's been sitting in a glass all night. The flavors and the complexity to it, to what you get when you're drinking it. Like I said, I would normally tell you I'm not a fan of a sour beer, but that was very good. Like it was. That's why I really wish it was like this for its carbonation level. Again, probably not a gulping beer. First of all, if you're gonna gulp it, you're going to lose out on enjoying those flavors in there. That molasses sweetness. That what is that? Oh, it's yams. I just read it on the label. And the maple syrup as part of the overall like addition to the brown ale. that is, and just to think, I actually need to write down, some of my fellow brew reviewers stuff that they really like, because a lot of times I just assume some of the shit that I see Paul or Jameson review I just can't even get. And there was more. I want to say there was more offerings from the brewery over there. This one, like I said, I was standing there going, I don't know what to pick. I don't know what to pick. And finally, I was like, I told Ms. Bomey, I said, just pick something. She's like, well, what am I picking? And I said, I don't know, base it on whatever the hell you want. The size of the bottle, the sickos, the graphics on it, if you want to actually read what's in it. And she liked the fact that the first thing she saw was autumn, and that's what we're phasing through up here. And then she read it and said that just sounds like an appropriate beer for this time of the year. So I'm like, okay, let's do it. And as it turns out, it's from a brewery, no pun intended, that has a looks like a pretty good following and reputation, and they fully deserve it on this one. I don't need to even waste your time anymore. I easily, I like my brown ales, and this one is definitely what I'd put in the treat category. I don't even remember what that cost. I do know that it was less than this. So obviously something at this level would not become a daily drink, but as a treat, if it was there, oh hell, I would get it again on a night like tonight where it's getting cold and the wind is howling and your day has been six darker shades of shit than your normal turd pile. That is good. Jameson telling me that I'm probably gonna like this one. Heck yeah, I'd throw this an easy 10 on the E scale. I'm not gonna sit and have you watch me drink the whole thing. Probably sneak upstairs and continue watching the Vikings lose, or supposed to edit a Miss Bomey cooking video. She made breakfast for dinner last night, and breakfast burritos and cubed potatoes covered in butter and cheese, and it was very good. I decided to treat myself last night. I picked up a chocolate sombrero from Clown Shoes, and as a matter of fact, it was this glass. No, whatever, doesn't matter. It was a big glass. It's filled all the way to the top. I had enjoyed 3, maybe 4, enjoying pulls off of it, taking in that deep multi-layered chocolate with a subtle hint of cayenne in the background. What could go wrong? Well, leaving it unattended, because as I was standing in the kitchen checking why my phone had made noise because it was plugged into the charger, I heard my precious liquid hitting the ground out in the living room, and my apprentice beer bitch had hit the little table that it was sitting on and had knocked it over, and it had fallen onto the couch and had poured chocolate sombrero all over my couch and down onto the floor. The only thing good I have to declare is the glass did not break. Heffy wanted to know why I didn't kill him. Which I responded, I never said I didn't kill him. Ever had one of those weekends where you actually look forward to getting out of the house and going and doing something on Monday? I wish it was a paying gig, but tomorrow I'll be giving another friend of mine a hand. Not even sure what it is I'm going to be doing. Yeah, this is good. And it's already late. Well, late by weekend beer standards for me. As we speak, it is a little after 5 o'clock Central Time. So I am going to need to be the better guy and edit Ms. Bomey's before we can edit this one. So you'll see this, sooner than later. But oh yeah, the bottle just keeps on going. Yeah, this was very good. I now know that anything from the Bruery is definitely something I'm going to get my hands on and try. Perhaps I might even get off my lazy ass and do HempSeedAddict's VR for what would I do if I was the CEO of Google for the day. Am I allowed to bring a GE minigun to work with me? It's just for a day. Does that mean at the end of the day I'm fired, or at the end of the day I mystically poof out of there and I become me and nobody knows that it was me? That would make the difference on the GE minigun or not. And am I the only one that has concerns about Google coupling Google along with the words Big Brother? I mean, they really had the balls to say how disconcerting it was that our government was spying on us, and yet we have our YouTube, and you can't have your YouTube without your Google Plus, and every hour my phone says that it's ready to upload all of the pictures off of my phone. No, kiss my fucking ass. I do not want my private shit automatically just uploaded to my Google Plus account. And what don't they know about you? Hell, I can throw my phone to the ground and go get a brand new one, and all I have to do is put in my my Google username and my password, and boom, all my contacts and all my shit come back. Big Brother 1984 is here. I also don't want to get people paranoid because I like to do the research beforehand, but someone contacted a bunch of us, it was just on the message board for the Patriots Guild, saying that there is an unusual amount of Russian military and Chinese military coming into the United States. It just reeks of a Red Dawn-like moment. Unless these people are completely retarded, and yes, I use the words retarded, I don't give a fuck if that wasn't politically correct, you can kiss my red ass. When they talk to the Emperor of Japan and ask why they just didn't invade America, there's a gun behind every blade of grass. You think for one moment any of us that have our concerns about shooting or revolting against our own government, even though they're more deserving of it, would have any hesitations of shooting a Russian military person. Granted, we probably won't know what they look like. I don't think it'll be like in the movie Red Dawn, where they have their complete military outfit on. They'll try to look just like me and you when they're taking over. But I hope I get I hope I get a moment to get to all of the ammo. I mean, I'm always got a gun, so I'm not even worried about that. Which, just as a side note, when you're really having a bad day, some people talk about their blankets, and some people talk about chocolate, and some people have to have music. When you're really having a bad day, what is it that you want? Me personally, I want overkill. So again, I grab my blankie. Okay, enough of my ranting and bitching. I'm just gonna go enjoy the rest of this. HempSeedAddict. I'm sorry, I probably won't get to that. I'll try for that as soon as possible. I definitely have a viewpoint on it, but I do it to help her. Which, of course, will get some kind of a positive comment. See, that's what I love about this group is you go to videos and you see like all the kiss-ass comments like, dude, love the video, thumbs up, oh, you're awesome, another great video, keep them coming, love ya, thumbs up, subscribed, liked, jerked off to, I don't know. Hey, over here on this one, you're an asshole. I don't know. It's a lot more amusing to read you guys' comments as opposed to just the normal, the normal stuff. Even smells good. Oh, and this would be a JR10 brew right here. It's over 9%, and it's okay. And the alcohol is there, and it's sweeter. You know, I don't know, some of the syrupy shit that he likes. But we're talking, molasses and maple syrup, so it definitely has a sweeter edge to it. I think you'd like this. I think you would like this. Okay. I'm gonna go finish this off, and tomorrow we should probably get to start in on some of the stuff from New York Half-Ass Prepper. Let's take a look at the Jari Eller, whatever. This is from Cigar City. I've honestly heard a lot of good things about Cigar City. I'll just have to get over my phobia of the can thing, even though obviously in a can it stops all degradation from light. And the fact that it's just filled full of hops. This guy is from Tampa, Florida, where it's obviously a lot nicer than it is here right now. So this is what we're gonna look at tomorrow. Oh, I picked up a few good things. I think it was John. John, I think you were the one that said that of the founder stuff, don't overlook Red's Rye, PA. No, I didn't, and I might even try one of these. This is like a pre-brew review. 70 IBUs and 6.6% from Founders. So I promise I won't. I'll leave at least one to do a review on. Okay. Okay, guys. I hope the brew review is satisfactory, and I wasn't planning on doing a rant, but I'm with today's events, I'm actually kind of in a foul mood, but I tried my best to contain that for the sake of you guys, because the other side would have just grabbed the 454 and seen what it could have done to the camera. Well, I've got the 30 plus jugs of water sitting over there from the shoot that didn't get to happen a couple weeks ago. Yep. It's over. You guys can take off. Just a side note for a few of you. One of my friends is Andrew, GY6 Vids, and lately he's now the marketing manager or coordinator for In the Red Exploding Targets, and which is very cool. He called and wanted to know if I'd like to be basically part of the team, and I'm just like, dude, I've been helping In the Red as long as I've been using the product, because if you use some of the other brands, and I don't know, we've tried like 4 or 5 different ones, nothing, and I repeat, nothing compares to In the Red, even pricing. But for you guys, if you use the code when you're checking out, EBOMI, they'll take 10% off. And I think that's awesome. I like the opportunity to be able to help, especially on something like that. I fear that it won't be long before that is on the targeted list, because it's fun, and our government starts off with anything that's fun that legal law-abiding citizens are doing, and then try to take that away. So I pray for the fact that I deal firsthand with Andrew and the owner of In the Red, and I consider both of them very good friends, and spend a considerable amount of time on the phone, because these are all like-minded individuals. Like-minded individuals plus, because you have a license to blow shit up. So I think that's very cool. And if things go the way I want them to go, we will have considerably more In the Red Exploding Targets at next year's EBOMI Shoot-a-Palooza 2014. So remember, if you're looking for the best of the best at probably one of the better prices, In the Red Exploding Targets, and don't forget to use EBOMI just to save yourself some ching. But one of the most exhilarating parts of the shoot this year is we were originally talking about gluing or packaging some of the low velocity stuff up into clay pigeons, and we just figured skip the middleman, and we just took the packet, wrapped it in duct tape, so if you missed, it could handle hitting the ground and not breaking open and losing the precious powders, and we were just throwing them up and shooting them. You guys probably seen them. That was awesome. Next year, I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen, because there's a chance that Ray and Johnny C308 might be here, and if Johnny comes, he might be bringing along a launcher. If you've seen any of his videos, it's a trailer with a launcher built in it, and I don't know how many thousands and thousands of clay pigeons this thing holds. You basically just fire up the generator on it, and it's like doof doof doof. I mean, all it does is put pigeons in the air. So we might have to figure out a way to maybe hot glue a bunch of packets and stuff up inside of the side of the thing if we're going to use the launcher. Otherwise, by hand is cool. Very cool. So, okay, how many different directions can we digress in? How long is this video? I don't really care. No, it's probably sweet enough that JR10 would like this. Speaking of JR10, he actually gave barbecuing a try again yesterday. The fire department was notified. They had extra crews standing by. So I think it went well. And you guys that pay attention to the previous video, didn't get any video footage of it. I'm not sure. It was like martini night, and there was a traditional vodka that I made, vermouth, Kettle One, green olives, and on recommendation of Wonder Birdman, his IV slow drip would be a dirty martini, which would be two shot glasses of vodka and a half of green olive juice, and then a whole shitload of green olives. I am a huge fan of green olives. That also, well, I'm not gonna lie, that isn't the kind of thing that you could drink like a cold beer after mowing the lawn, man. You'd be like wrecked in like 15-20 minutes. It's like, whew. Those dirty ones, those were pretty good. Traditional one was pretty good. Not a fan of gin, so I did not make your traditional gin martini. It was the vodka. And then by the time that we were done partaking in the rubbing alcohol, run my truck on versions of them, and 7 or 8 beers, Ms. Bomi fired up a bunch of her chick versions, medulla and pineapple juice, and those were just dangerous because it was like, is there alcohol in this? I'm gonna need another one. So that's the difference. You drink one traditional martini to 10. So yeah, maybe I could do a review or something on them. I don't know. Everything is better with Kettle One, though. Just straight shots. That's all that really is. It's just a straight shot in a fancy-looking shot glass. Okay, guys. I'm out of here for real this time. Brew. We will should see you tomorrow. And look at that. I've been told that should be that could be a double-digit brew right there. So, okay. I have to get up early, and I got plenty of getting messed up still to happen. So, we'll see you tomorrow.